Oh,
and Granny D just went live too.
Who did?
Granny D.
Oh shit. Yeah, she does that too. Well. She said she only goes for an hour. So I imagine we'll be going longer than that.
I've already got someone in here.
Hello. Ooh, there are quite a few people in here. It's surprising given that Granny D is going. How is everybody? Are you putting it up there?
Yeah.
Okay.
Hi, Stella. Hi, Karen.
Hi, Stella. Karen, thank you for stopping by. Hi, Adele. Hi, Savage Knits. Hi, Thank you. That's weird.
From South Africa?
Who said South Africa?
Scrap-a-dap-a-doo.
I didn't see. Oh, hi, Scrap-a-dap-a-doo. I'm sorry I missed you. I think I knew that Scrap-a-dap-a-doo was from South Africa because it's been mentioned before that somebody was from South Africa. So it must have been.
Okay, so why do I have the address for you coming from Michigan? I'm working on market bags. I can finish it for Chuck.
I am working on a Wonder Woman shawl that I'm using these two colors for. And it's bamboo acrylic yarn from Hobium that they sadly don't sell anymore. So once I use up what I have, that's all I got. I hate doing single crochets into a chain that you've just done. And I have 110 to do.
Oh, you're just starting something?
Yeah.
Joy. Hi, Darla.
Hi, Darla.
Oh, awesome, Karen.
I'll move it a little bit closer.
Hi, Madonna.
Oh, no, then I can't get through. Shit. Hi, Madonna. How are you? Okay.
Okay. So you're just there short term?
Oh, crap. I was going to go to the post office today instead of my P.O. box. I've already paid for it. I just haven't sent in the paperwork.
I'm doing okay. Hi, Nancy.
Hi, Nancy.
Yeah, Drew's trying to get a post office box set up. He just keeps forgetting to go.
It's like I don't have keys to a certain number, but I have paid for 6 months worth of having a P.O. box. And I just need to go and take up my ID and the form that they ask you to fill out. and I keep forgetting to do it.
That is exciting, Scrap-a-dap-a-doo. I would love to go visit.
Where in South Africa are you from, Scrap-a-dap-a-doo?
They're doing
I know.
church.
I know. Oh, they're in South Africa doing charity.
In church.
Oh, where in South Africa are you then, Scrap-a-dap-a-doo? I missed that where I said there. Can I get a drink?
Yeah. I've got fake Diet Dr. Pepper and fake Diet. I think it tastes more like Pepsi than Coke.
Okay.
And then at the very bottom is a sparkling water in the box in the bottom, the red box.
I won't take just one, or take your last one, but I will take a Dr. Thunder Diet. I need to start drinking diet, but I hate the taste.
Oh, no, Adele, no. I got irritated just doing the census thing, and that was actually online. Although I have filled out my census.
Let me set this up.
Yes,
here.
I saw that, Michelle. Thank you so much.
Oh, my vape. My pill caddy has one more road than that, and it's like a huge one that grandparents use.
Yeah, I've got multiples.
Masisi, the very top of South Africa. Cool. Hi, Michelle. How are you?
Hi, Shiftalion.
Oh yeah, hi, Chef Dalian. Sorry, I'm going down the list. Everyone's saying hi, hugs. I like it better when you say hell all. It's like a form of y'all, but it's like, oh hell, y'all. How's y'all doing? Darla, Candace is at home because she is waiting for a package to be delivered. It was supposed to come Monday, but it came in like, one working day early, I guess, and they don't deliver on Sundays, or I don't know. But it's coming today, and so she wanted to be there to get it instead of
trusting her neighbors.
Not to steal it, or if it rains again, like it's been raining the last couple days.
Don't envy you on the spring cleaning, Michelle.
Yeah, Michelle, that sounds terrible. I hate cleaning. Great. Let's get my... Madonna, it snowed there? Wow. Where do you live?
South Dakota, I think. Hi, Jane. Hi, Scobin.
Hi, Jane. Hey, Scott. 100 degrees in South Africa. I am so jealous. I'm so ready for it to be warm. So ready. Madonna, you are from South Dakota. That's awesome. I have my mom's basically a whole family lives in South Dakota. That's where I was for my grandmother's funeral. Where in South Dakota do you live? Wow, Karen. Snow in there too. Shampooing the carpets, Michelle? Wow. That's a big endeavor. You're from Vermilion? Really? I have lots of family in Sioux Falls, and I have some cousins going to school there in Vermilion. I think only 2 right now. There used to be 3, but she graduated. Oh, that's a bummer, Darla.
Nancy, this is one of those market bags I make.
It's twisting again. Not so bad, though.
Well, I thought they all twist when you very first start.
But like, I restarted this because it was like super twisty, and I couldn't get my hook into any of the stitches because they keep on getting pulled tight whenever I go into the one before it.
Yeah, this is the home deck yarn. I love this stuff.
Do they still make that, or is that all you got off clearance?
Oh, no, they still make it.
Okay.
Yeah.
I just remember you got a lot of it off clearance, and so I didn't know if that meant that they were quitting making it.
Oh, no. I didn't get any on clearance. It's just the Walmart price that they had for it.
Oh, I thought was it the that red, blue, and yellow?
It's all that stuff in the second from the bottom on the far left is the stuff I got on clearance.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Lots of Karen cakes.
Yep. And yes, I sell the market bags. They are, what do you say? It was $15 each or 2 for $25.
Cool. You sell them on Etsy?
No, just usually like through word of mouth or Facebook, whatnot. I have my Facebook page. Nancy, it takes, depending on how long I work on it, if I worked on it solid, it'd be just a little over a day for one.
It's like me with those gloves that I like to wear. I can get one done in a day if I sit down and hunker down and do it. And I did do it one time, and I ended up making it too small. So the person I was making it for couldn't wear them, and I need to redo them because it was my physical therapist who helped me get my hand back so I could crochet again. And I never tried to make them again. So I need to get on that because she's really helping me a lot this time.
Scobin says you need to crochet yourself a new shirt. Well, Nancy, that's
you and my mom agree on that, Scott.
Nancy, it's 3 times the cost of what I paid for most of the yarn. So
I'm excited to try out that bag pattern that Sabrina sent me. I'm going to use that sea colors yarn, that Lola baby one that I got in this last shipment. Yeah. It was like kind of blue, green, and tans.
What pattern did she send you?
It's one. It's like a messenger bag. I thought I showed it to you guys last time.
You might have. I can't remember.
Bags. It's about the size of a backpack, a small kid's backpack.
Cool.
And it has a strap over the shoulder, which I like. What the hell was that?
Yet another phone.
Nancy, I'm making a Wonder Woman shawl for a crochet and knit along thing for the other crochet group that we belong to, that we haven't been to in forever. I should see where they're meeting tomorrow. Come on. There we go. This stuff is hard to work with because it's not really wound together very well. It's just like a bunch of strands. Yeah.
I warned you, bamboo would do that.
Well, I bought this a long time ago before I...
Well, no, last week I warned you that that's what it would be like. That.
Yeah. Claire, I was thinking about doing that because I hate doing this, but I really suck at doing foundation rows.
Yeah, learning that chainless foundation is on my list of things I want to learn.
Yeah. If you can get it to look right, it looks really good, but mine would turn out crappy. But that one sleeveless vest pattern required that you do it. So I was like, all right, I'll do it. And it just didn't look as clean as I would have liked.
Hi, Dusty.
Hi, Dusty. How are you doing?
So someone pointed out that in 9 months from now, we're going to have a second baby boom.
Why?
Everyone's in quarantine and they canceled football and basketball.
Oh, yeah. I thought you meant on here. That's why I was confused. Yeah, we're going to most definitely have a new generation of baby boomers.
Yeah, this is what Sabrina sent me. I don't know if you guys can see it. No football, everyone's in quarantine. Knit faster. You're going to need all of our skills.
In 9 months. I had a dream I learned to knit. And I also had a dream that I beat up my junior high bully with a telephone. And I also dreamed that I learned magic. But 2 of my friends from treatment decided to not learn magic because they wanted to watch street sweepers suck literal crap out of a manhole.
It's the hell out of what I dreamed. I had a dream that I gave birth to a premature baby.
Oh, damn. Okay, you win.
Yeah, that's the second time that I can remember where I've dreamt about giving birth. Of course, the last time I actually managed to call into work before I woke up and tell them I couldn't come to work because I was going to have a baby.
That's funny.
Yeah, I worked at the prison. They recorded all phone calls. So yeah, that recording got passed around. I got a fake little baby shower when I came back to work. And it was funny because we'd done so much overtime, and I'd called in on my day off. So I wasn't even scheduled to work, and I call in.
That's funny.
Because I woke myself up talking in my sleep, and they wouldn't tell me what I said on the phone, just the fact that I said I wasn't coming in. But they were giggling, and I knew I said something. I came to work the next day, and I had a congratulations on your new baby card for me.
God, this looks like shit.
Wow, Claire. So Claire dreamt the coronavirus into being.
Oh my God, Claire, that's freaky. That is really freaky. I'll check it out, Scrap-a-dap-a-doo. I don't know. I hate doing it because I always seem to get it wrong.
Well, that's why you got to keep practicing. I hadn't heard about any Utah jazz player. I had heard that Tom Hanks and
his wife
have it, and they're stuck in Australia with it.
I hope they end up being okay. If Tom Hanks dies because of this, I'm going to cry.
I just want to know, we need to make sure that Betty White is protected.
Is safe, yes. Put her into a pneumatic chamber. Nothing comes in or out that isn't vacuum sealed and such. I hadn't thought about that.
Well, like the Tonight Show and all those, they've canceled. They're just not even bothering with them. I watched the Jimmy Fallon do his monologue to an empty studio, and then I guess it was like a day or two later, they're like, we're just not even going to have the show until it's over.
Wow. Hopefully it's over quick. They said once it gets warm, it'll die off.
Yeah, but it's got to get warm everywhere.
I know.
And Madonna's making it snow.
I was going to make a joke about the artist Madonna. Oh my God, that looks so terrible. Oh well, I don't care. It's just the starting row.
You wish you could make it snow, Madonna? Or you wish you could make the snow go away? I want oatmeal cream pies. I've been craving them.
I had some at home. If I'd known, I would have brought some.
No, when you leave, I want to have you drop me off at Family Dollar because I got to get trash bags anyway.
Okay.
And I'll just walk back with them.
There was a wreck right up here at Classen and right before Western at that intersection. And I had to drive around it.
Well, at least if anyone was injured, they were close to a hospital.
Yeah, that's true.
You can pretty much just about look out my window and see the hospital.
They must have already cleared one of the cars off because there were just cop cars sitting around blocking traffic. And I only saw one car that was sitting there, so they must have already towed the first. Because there was a tow truck there.
Yeah, Keith Richards, I don't think it's possible for him to die.
He's done so many bad things to his body that it's like preserved like a mummy. So I think he'll be okay. It's all the drugs and alcohol. It just permanently pickled him from the inside out.
Hey, Sabrina made it.
Hey, Sabrina.
And I saw you're above 200 subscribers.
Yeah, 203 or something like that.
And I'm at 860.
Nice.
And 3.3K watch hours. So
getting there.
Scrap-a-dap-a-doo, who just tweeted? She said they tweeted. Someone tweeted and said they're fine, but I don't know who.
Probably talking about Tom Hanks and his wife. Darla, I'm right there with you. I am so ready for it to be warm all the time. It had been warm earlier this week, and then the last 2 days it's cold again, and I was just like, ugh.
Yeah, but it's supposed to get back up like Monday or Tuesday.
That's good. This looks like crap. Oh.
Oh, it's delayed now. It's going to be in the 60s, well, like mid 60s starting Monday. And then Thursday, we get to be the 70s. And then next weekend, it's going to be back in the 50s.
Ugh. Make up your damn mind, spring.
This is the time when everyone's going to start getting sick from all the wild weather changes.
Oh.
Nancy asked if you're doing double chain. Is it double chain stitches? DC stitches?
Double crochets.
Double crochets, yeah.
No, I'm doing single crochets into a row of single crochets into a chain of, I guess, is what you should say. And I thought I made my stitches loose enough this time, but it's still hard to get in there, and it hurts my fingers to stab it through.
Try the make your initial row with bigger hook trick yet?
Oh, no.
Because that's what I've done a lot of times. Hi, Rabbit Tails, or Farah.
Oh, hi, Farah. How are you?
Dusty's been driving.
Dusty, where do you live? I'm assuming it's not America because you said 600 kilometers instead of miles.
Kilometers?
KM.
Kilometers.
Whatever. Kilometers, kilometers. London fog. Canada. Awesome. I'm quite surprised by how many of my subscribers are actually from Canada. That's really cool. You are, Claire is, Kim crochets and knits. She is. What? Is there? Drew, what is that? Oh, what's this? It's not THC. I'm in the program, so I don't do THC. It's just nicotine at a 12, which is kind of high, but I was smoking while I was in treatment, so I started using 12, and I just haven't gone back down to a 6 yet. I keep telling myself the next time I buy juice, I'll do a 6, but then I get in there and I'm like, I'm afraid. So
buy a big 6 and a small 12.
Yeah, that's true. Could do that. But they're always out of my flavor, which pisses me off. Oh, Nancy, you're also from Canada. I forgot that.
Saga Beach.
Yes, Dusty, you guys are pretty cool. I love my Canadians on here. Oh, Farron, no, it's not an inhaler. It's a vape. It's not an inhaler. Yeah, Claire, I knew you were in British Columbia, which I'm going to try to get your package mailed out really soon. I am having to ask my parents for money right now to mail stuff because I also owe Kathy, Mimi Cat Do 64 or whatever the number is on hers. I owe her some yarn too because she won a trivia question on one of my lives. So I need to mail out a bunch of yarn. I just haven't yet because I'm afraid to ask my parents for money. Hey, Rabbit Tails. Oh, wait. You said, hey, Drew again. The vape is also dangerous, bro. I know. But it's better than smoking. And I don't like how smoking makes me feel. So it's kind of like right now, the lesser of two evils.
I want to know if they ever figured out what it was about vaping that made those kids get so drastically sick.
Well, they put THC in it themselves. That's what was making
That's what it was?
Yeah, that's what was making vaping quote unquote dangerous, was that all these kids were putting their own THC into their vape juice instead of getting vape juice that has THC in it, probably because they can't if they don't have a medical card or their state doesn't have medical marijuana, and you can't get THC vape juice. You can get it here in Oklahoma, but we have medical marijuana, which I'm still flabbergasted that it passed when it did. I wasn't registered to vote yet, and so I couldn't vote for it. But my parents both voted yes, which really surprised me.
Well, I was looking at some of the laws we have coming up where they're trying to adjust some things, and we actually have some Republican lawmakers that are pushing through some progressive bills. Yeah.
Like what?
I can't remember all of them. I know one of them, it was for basically to make where like Postmates or Uber, whatever, can deliver it.
Oh, really?
Yeah, to have a delivery system and adjusting some of the rules with that.
Cool.
Yeah. But then again, you got some that are trying to redefine how the distance from dispensaries and schools and churches and childcare and whatnot. They're trying to make those even stricter.
Oh, you're welcome, Adele. Yeah, it's. I don't smoke THC in mine. I've only smoked weed out of a vape one time, and I was fine. That was years ago. Let's see, when did that happen? That was like 2016 or so, and I just took one puff, and I was fine. So, it made me high as a mofo. Let me tell you what. All right. Oh, throwing it seems to have loosened up the chains.
Well, that's good. That's like when I had a car and I had to replace the alternator on it, and I couldn't get the old alternator, I couldn't get it out.
Uh-huh.
I couldn't get the new alternator to fit in properly.
Yeah.
And it pissed me off, and I threw it across the yard, which throwing an alternator, as heavy as they are, didn't go very far. But I threw it across the yard, went inside, had a candy bar, calmed down, came outside, and it just fit in perfect. So sometimes throwing shit helps. Hi, Bill.
Hi, Bill. How are you? Did you just hear my phone call?
Yeah, I heard your phone.
But there's no message on it. Oh, there is. That was weird.
It's like we're both having the same hallucination.
Usually, like, the message stays popped up on the screen, but like the screen was completely black after it went off. So I thought I was just hearing things. That's why I had to ask.
No, I was like, I heard it too, but it was so quiet. I heard the voice, but not her actually say anything.
Yeah. Surprised it didn't pop up on my screen because he has iMessage and usually pops up here.
Didn't he turn it off or something last time?
No. That's his message right there.
Okay. I thought you did something last time to make it stop because it kept doing it.
I think I just I don't remember what I did. But he sends, a friend of mine from St. Louis sends positive messages every day. And so I always respond to them by saying, I love you too, and because that's what he ends it with. And then we have a little tete-a-tete, wishing each other blessed days.
Oh, have fun at work, Chef.
See you, Chef. Thank you for stopping by.
Hi, Rosalie. I'm making a market bag. Drew's making a mess.
I am making a Wonder Woman shawl with green and blue yarn. But right now I'm just working on putting single crochets into the starting chain, and it's not going very well. And it looks like crap, but I don't care. Once I get past this is when the real stuff starts. Thank you, Adele. That's so sweet of you to remind everybody. Looks like we have 17 thumbs up and 22 watching, so that's pretty good for...
So what do you guys think we need as a topic for the D&D show tonight?
Yeah, let's do that. Is Scott still here? If he is, he's not chatting.
We could always do an AMA on the D&D show.
What's an AMA?
Ask me anything.
Oh! Yeah, let's do that.
Okay, guys, so we'll be doing the D&D show at 6 on the actual channel for the D&D show channel. So we'll do an AMA, so y'all make sure to write down your questions so you can remember to ask us.
I was going to do that on my channel, but not a lot of people have emailed me questions. Oh, come on. This is really frustrating. All right. Forget it. I'm going to do foundation row and only do 109. No, 110. I can't do this. This is...
So what's the difference between what you were doing and a foundation row?
Foundation, you do both rows together at the same time.
Like you're doing the foundationless chain or the chainless foundation?
Yes.
Okay.
I need to look up how to do it.
Yeah, well, darling, you can always think of something, you know. I've had people ask me about my tattoos and music I like and, you know, all kind of stuff.
I know you do one single crochet, or is it two? Do you know?
I haven't learned it yet.
Oh, okay. Let's see if I can remember it.
Yeah, our president apparently canceled all European travelers for the next 30 days or whatever. How much, Rosalie? How much of the yarn do you have? Because a lot of times what you make will depend on how much of it you have.
Okay, I got it. I remember how to do it.
Okay, Nancy, I haven't started working on. I haven't started decreasing yet. I can decrease if I'm going to do it in a regular square, but I still have to learn how to do it if I'm doing the rectangle. Hi, Corinne.
Hello, Corinne. I'm still running into making the chain too tight.
Yeah, fair. I watched a video on today. I found out, or whatever that channel is, but like why they're talking about like why the rabbits are considered lucky. All I can remember is when they talked about how prolific they are with breeding, as far as like they're at like 5 months old, they can start breeding, and then how many in a year, how many bunny or rabbits they can have in a year. Yeah, I still don't remember why he said having a rabbit's foot was lucky. I just remember they make a lot of rabbits.
This is looking so much better.
Okay, so what can Rosalie make with 2 full skeins of yarn?
How many? Well,
688 yards total.
688 yards.
But she can also get more too.
Is that what she said?
Yeah.
You can make a shawl.
Or I'm in love with C2C blankets now, so there's always that.
Yeah, you could do a corner to corner. 2 full skeins of 344 though won't go very far. It'll probably make a baby size blanket. So it just depends on what you're feeling. I mean, Bag a Day, Crystal has a bunch of shawls, and some of them average 700 to 800 yards. So you probably just have to buy 1 more skein, and then you can make it as long as you wanted.
You could make the Melody Cardi. I think you probably need quite a bit more yarn than that, though.
What's the Melody Cardi?
The girl version of the sweater that
you're making?
Yeah, and that Sabrina designed.
Oh, cool.
When I'm on a couple email newsletters with different patterns, like from All Free Knitting and All Free Crocheting and whatnot. And then I also go to Love Knitting, or I guess it's just Love Crafts now. But when I find a pattern that I like, that I want to make, I'll print it out, and then I have binders. I have one for knitting and one for crocheting. So, when I'm starting a new project, I'll go through those books and pick one out from my books.
Oop. Go back through. Come on. Here we go. This is so much looser and looks so much nicer. Thank you for the suggestion, everybody, to do the foundation row instead of continuing what I was doing, because this looks so much better. Nope. Come on.
And I don't know if you guys know or not, Hobie. I got an email from this morning from Hobie Yarns, Hobbii. Is there 2 B's?
Hobi. No, there's not 2 B's. It's just 1 B.
Oh, well, whatever it is. Hobie Yarns, whatever. They are having a clearance sale.
Unfortunately, I can't buy anything. But there's a lot of stuff that they sell that I want.
They had some neat yarn that's got metallic reflective stripes going through it.
Yeah. Did you see that on Facebook too?
No, I got an email from him.
Oh, I saw an ad on Facebook.
I have ad blocker.
I don't mind it coming from Hobie.
I just think it's funny that because I have friends that use my Amazon, and David and Chuck, and then so sometimes the stuff that they look at Amazon will alert me on my phone, hey, this item you looked at is, the price has gone down or whatnot, which means every other app on my phone now suddenly starts giving me ads for the things that David and Chuck are looking at.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16.
So, Sabrina, did you start your diamond paintings yet, or are you waiting? Good Vibes Yarn. Bye, Claire. I'll see you in a little bit.
You're gonna look?
Yeah. Pack of 6 mandala cakes, 6 times 150 grams for 21 pounds.
Wow.
I wonder, Sabrina, if after he sees you start doing it, if he'll end up wanting to do it. Is that something he'd be interested in? I mean, that might be something the two of y'all could do together.
Yeah. Besides watching my videos and laughed at my idiot things that I say and do.
Ooh, let's look at the sale, the clearance.
Wow.
$900 clearance box of yarn for 11 pounds. Sabrina, I was just thinking, is the diamond painting? Do you think something like that he might be interested in? Let's look at the FAQs. Yeah, they ship worldwide, but it has to be arranged through email.
Huh.
Cool. I will save this.
Another one, Crystal from Bag a Day just did an unboxing video for a company called Webs. I've never heard of them before, but a lot of the yarn that she got out was really, really cool. I think it's a U.S. company, though. I think she said it was mailed from Massachusetts.
Okay, I've got that site bookmarked for the good vibes. What was the...
She said it was called Web. She didn't have a link to the
Yeah, because it's yarn.com.
Yarn.com. Wow. Wonder how they managed that.
Paid a lot of money.
One,
Ooh,
2, 3, 4.
Weaving, spinning, knitting, crocheting. Wow. Yarn closeouts.
Oh, damn it.
Michael's has just been dumping yarn or tossing their yarn. That's lucky finds. I know every so often I'll go into the Michael's out here and they have this huge box of yarn that's been tangled. And they sell it for dirt cheap. And I do it because I just think it's fun to untangle it.
I hate untangling yarn, as we learned last time.
Yeah, I'm going to have to save this one too. My mom and my stepdad used to go dumpster diving all the time. They were the ones that actually taught me about it. I don't go dumpster diving very often now, just because most places I go, well, now I don't have a car or anything to haul anything, but therefore, most places I went, the dumpsters were either locked and, in a locked, like fenced-in area. So, like a lot of the Walmarts, whatnot out here, or where I am in Ada and Seminole as well, they have them behind a chain link fence. But where I live now, there is a decent sized homeless population, and they're usually, going through them first. So I don't live in the best of neighborhoods.
It's not a bad neighborhood. You're really close to Midtown.
I'm actually in Midtown.
It's still considered Midtown, even though.
Yeah, this is Midtown, but it is not a good part of town. This is, yeah. I mean, it's not what you refer to as the ghetto. I've lived in the ghetto before, but yeah, 10th Street. I don't think that there's a 10th Street anywhere in the world that's got doesn't be a bad part of town. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. What in the world are you doing, Max? Do you have a stroke?
Max? Wow.
Max usually hides when people are over.
Maybe he's seen me pee enough that he's like, oh, that's totally cool. He's here. I'll come out.
Your bag is huge.
I got it whenever I was working at a rock climbing gym, and I was going to school at the same time, and I would bike to work after getting home from school, so I take my schoolwork in it. The company that makes those doesn't do as fun colors anymore, which is a bummer. When I bought mine, I had like 15 colors to pick from, and so I chose blue and gray. And I'll show you. It's called a chrome bag, and its trademark thing is that it has a seat belt as the clasp. So I can't tell you how many times people have tried to undo this by hitting the button with their finger, and instead all it does is press the metal into my sternum and it hurts. Whoops. Plug that back in. Ugh. Instead of making you get my Dr. Pepper roll, I've been getting it myself.
I am on row 28, and I've got to go to 32 of this. Sabrina likes your bag.
Oh, thanks, Sabrina.
Have you managed to pass your test yet?
Nope, failed it again because of the blood pressure.
You got to ask for like a different instructor.
I'm going to just test somewhere else, is what we've decided. I'm not going to test at my school anymore because I keep on bringing.
I think that it's not you, because I mean, if by now, I mean, a blood pressure, once you hear it the first time, you're pretty good at it.
Yeah.
You know, it's once you learn what you got to hear.
Yeah, and that's the thing. The actor that they have is impossible to do a blood pressure on. Her arm is so tiny.
Well, but it's very much up to if the other person goes by sight and not by hearing, and maybe off by a little bit, but having
Okay, Stella, thank you.
Couple points difference is not that big of a deal on blood pressure, unless you're, talking, I mean, even the difference between even if you're like, 5 to 10 off is not if you're 5 to 10 off, there would be an issue, but that's not even a big deal if you're off by that much.
Yeah.
Unless you're talking about someone that's like 40 over palp.
Yeah, like I can do a blood pressure so easy on regular people, but that woman is so tiny and she's impossible to hear on.
Definitely heard her that time.
Once again, there wasn't anything on the screen. It was just sitting there blank. Wonder what's going on with it. One of my group chats is starting to chat, so that's going to be going off a lot. Sorry.
Ooh, Dusty, if you do, I want to see what you find in the dumpster. Stella. Hey, Stella.
Okay. Like a third of the way there now. One, two. Oh, come on. Two, three.
Spoilers.
4, 5.
I kind of want to work on my knitting, but I also kind of want to get this bag done so I can start the next section of the cardigan.
open.
And my wrist always ends up sounding like it's just going to break into pieces doing that whenever I crochet.
Yeah.
It didn't hurt. It just... Stella wants to know if you played the KBX band channel yet.
Yes, I definitely did. I didn't get through all of it because my internet crapped out. So I'm going to restart it when I get home tonight. But I set it up, and whenever I came back, it was on it hadn't gone very far before our internet stopped working. So I think when I go home, I'm going to reset our router because what happened to my live Friday night really irritated me.
What happened on your live?
Internet stopped working.
Oh. Yeah, I just started going into a handful of lives yesterday, and then stayed in a couple for a little bit, and then ended up going back to watching my watch letter queue. I got my watch letter queue down to under 50.
That's nice.
Yeah, I was at 400 at one point. Hi, Jamie. I'm still working on this bag, Dusty. Bag over my head.
This is a lot easier with the yarn that I'm using. The one that I had to do it on before was this cashmere yarn, and it was not going well. And it was impossible to frog.
Yeah, Jamie, have you heard about other different companies that are people are waiving their data caps? They are providing unlimited data to people. They are providing high speed in some places. They're not canceling people for non-pay if they're under the quarantine, the quarantine areas. They are so a lot of the cell phone companies and the internet providers are actually, they have plans for events like this, and they've enacted them.
Jonathan's house is under quarantine. Donovan, their son, was at the...
Jonathan, the one you were house sitting for?
No, that was Josh. Jonathan.
Aurora. I didn't know that I can't remember their kids' names.
Donovan, I forget Kim. I think Kim is his daughter's name. But Donovan lives with them, and he was working at the Thunder game where it all went down. And so he was potentially exposed. He hasn't gotten sick yet, as far as I know.
Yeah, I read something earlier, an article. It was talking about several people that had been, who had coronavirus, and they were talking about what they felt like. How, from some people, it was they had bronchitis that was worse than that, and then other people that they're like, in ICU, just fighting to breathe. So it's such a wide range, and it's, the immunocompromised and the elderly and whatnot, they're going to get harder hit. But even on the average, relatively healthy, adult, it's such a wide range of severity.
Yeah,
and that's the thing is, people are pointing out is that probably there's way more
people infected because they're not showing symptoms,
or the symptoms are so mild they're like, Yeah,
that's my dad read that too. That they think that there's easily double the number of people infected in the U.S., if not more. But it's just people don't know that they have it, and they're not showing symptoms.
Yeah, the level of spreading is crazy, and that's a lot of it is because of like, you know, they're just not taking the appropriate responses quickly enough.
I know I've been washing the hell out of my hands, but I haven't shaved my beard, which, you know, that's not a good thing. So if I happened to be around anybody who coughed and they had it, it would get stuck in my beard, and that's really close to my face. I mean, my mouth. Sorry. Of course it's close to my face. It's on my face.
I am using it as an excuse not to go to the gym. No, I decided I'm not going to go to the gym until after I see the doctor on Monday, my psychiatrist. Or I'm just going to let myself be lazy until I see them. Because last week just was a roll off week. 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 20. I think it is rather disgusting when you burp and it tastes like nothing you've eaten.
Yes, that's the worst. You're like,
I know when I was vegetarian, I'd burp and it would taste like bologna, and it just pissed me off. It's like, I know I didn't eat bologna.
My sister and her family have gone full vegan as a way to be healthy and lose weight.
Except according to my dietitian that I used to see, that you actually had to overeat to hit all the nutrients that you were supposed to get. If you were vegan, you have to eat more than what you were actually supposed to, so you're going to end up gaining weight. Otherwise, you'd end up being slightly malnourished.
Gotcha.
Vegetarian, you could get away with it, but vegan, we would be missing stuff.
Gotcha. Yeah, I was vegetarian for a while. Well, pescatarian. I still ate fish because I was not about to give up sushi. Oh, hi, Jamie. I didn't see that you were in here. I'm going home for the next 2 weeks and exposing my roommate who has a lung condition, but he's got to take care of my cat. He's not thrilled over that. Oh, that sucks.
I think I picked my cat over the roommate. But then again, I'm a cranky old bastard.
London fog. Oh, thank you for being understanding, Jamie. Or James. That says James.
I think it's Jamie. Jamie's hooked.
Jamie's hooked. Yeah.
Yeah. That's true. I'm Derek.
Yeah, Dusty, I believe I follow you. So whenever you post your video, oh, I can't do it from here.
Can't do what?
Pull them up from here.
You do the 3 dots?
I did. Look.
What?
I think if it's your own chat, you can't click on people like that.
Hey, it's the crafts enthusiast.
Hi, crafts enthusiast. Oh wow, they're running out of groceries even. That's something terrible. My parents have said since they're in their 70s that I'll be doing the shopping now, or else they'll do the Walmarts.
And then just send you to go pick it up?
Yeah.
Well, Postmates is now offering a drop-off option. Instead of actually meeting with the person and signing for it, they can just go and take it to your door, ring your doorbell, and sit it on your porch and go.
That's nice.
I think that's nice without the COVID going around.
Yeah. My anxiety and PTSD are going ape something that we can't say because I can't cuss anymore.
Walmart canceled your order? Wow.
Holy crap. Okay, thank you, Adele.
Yeah, I went to the grocery store Tuesday, and it was fun. There was one guy buying like an entire cart full of bottled water, but you randomly see that all the time anyway.
Yeah, especially in this area.
Well, you get a lot of people that have their own little off-brand convenience stores. A lot of them actually go to Walmart and buy and Sam's and buy stuff there that they turn around and sell in their stores.
All right.
29 done.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
I'm about to have to use the wire too.
11, 12, 13, 14, 15.
Yep. Round 33, I changed what I'm doing.
$16.
Yeah, there need to be restrictions on how much is that stuff that people buy at once because people are just being stupid with it. Nancy asked if you saw her email.
No, I did not yet. I'm sorry. I don't check my email very often, but I'll do that now after I finish this. This cluster of 20, I mean. 19.
Yeah, I'm curious what Family Dollar is going to look like when I get down there later.
Yeah.
I need trash bags because I thought I ordered them from Grove.
1,
And
2, 3, 4,
so I didn't pick any up when I was at Walmart on Tuesday. And then I got my Grove order that night, and there was no trash bags.
16, 17, 20. That's what I thought.
Does Ace Hardware even sell toilet paper? I get my toilet paper through Grove because it's a 100% bamboo. I get all, and most of my cleaning supplies come from them too.
So 20, 40, 60, 80. Getting there. This is going to be a big ass shawl.
Grove, I think it's just grove.com. Their goal is to make being like sustainable and recyclable and whatnot affordable and available to everybody. So you can get the toilet paper, the paper towel, the Kleenex is made 100% bamboo, which renews itself in 3 months, or it can be harvested every 3 months. And it's not the same bamboo that pandas eat. But they do, like the cleaning supplies, you buy a glass spray bottle, and then they sell the cleaning supplies in concentrates. But they also sell stuff like Mrs. Myers and Seventh Heaven, but it's usually eco-friendly stuff. And they've actually made their commitment to be waste or plastic neutral, which means for every ounce of plastic that they ship out or that they use, they will have they're partnered with a company that will pull that same amount of plastic out of the oceans. Yeah, and I saw the crochet toilet paper, and it's funny until you realize that family cloth is an actual thing that exists, and that is family cloth is recyclable or reusable toilet paper. Basically, it's little cloths that you make that are made for using in the bathroom, and they actually have snaps on each end, so you snap them together a long chain and roll them up, and so you just, when you go to the bathroom, you unsnap one, use it, throw it in a bucket, and then they get rinsed and washed and whatnot, and might not be a problem if you live alone, because, I mean, it's no worse than when babies had,
dirty diapers.
Yeah, or when they used cloth diapers on babies. But I'm sorry, I am not sharing family cloth with another adult. And I don't care if I'm sharing bodily fluids with them. Those are not bodily fluids that I'm going to be sharing.
Yeah, you'd have to wash them in bleach.
Yeah, it's like I wouldn't mind doing it for myself. but no, I'm not sharing it with anybody. I'll stick to the bamboo. Yeah, shower heads work. Plus, you can get warm water instead of the cold water that's normally going to come with your bidet.
That's true. That's what a friend of mine said. Just jump in the shower and rinse off if you run out of toilet paper. Which will be cumbersome. But if you're stuck at home because you're on quarantine, then, it's not like you have anything to go do. You can take, 1 or 2 showers, extra showers a day.
Or if you have a handheld, you don't even have to take a whole shower. You just stick your butt over the bathtub. But because I live alone, I mean, and toilet paper, a roll of toilet paper lasts me a long time.
It doesn't look like 30 yet. I hate keeping count. I'll just do as many as I think that I should and then count.
Yeah, I finish off my showers with cold water, but I don't think I'd want to, spray the nether regions with cold water when I have to go in the middle of the night.
All right, let's see how many this is.
Hi, Kim.
Hi, Kim. How are you? Right.
How many stitches do you got to get?
110.
So, Dusty, I'm either picturing
27.
taking like the hose from the kitchen sink and that kind attached to the toilet, or the attaching like a water hose with the old brass style nozzle on it. Either way, that'd be like using a fire hose to put out a candle. And if you don't have a bidet or a shower, I mean, just get an empty bottle of water, like special, or find one with like the sports type cap, and you can just squirt yourself with it.
Can't believe we're talking about this on my channel. It's something that's very me, so I that's why I haven't stopped it. But I just think it's funny that's the topic of convo right now. Like, oh.
Well, that's because Australia started all. I think Australia is where the toilet paper panic started. Oh yeah, water. Yeah, I could see the kids doing that. And then what toilet paper you do have would get completely soaked.
Darla, I don't believe in psychics, personally, but I believe like especially the psychics who claim that they're psychics, I do believe that there's probably like a level of somewhere in like the realm of like being an empath that I believe in. But I don't really believe that there are people who can tell whatever is going on. I think there's just a level of like showmanship that they do, and that's what it's about. And that's what people want. Sometimes people just want something like that. But I personally do not believe in psychics. What happened in Enid? Jamie just said something about Enid.
I don't know which one is Enid.
Enid is a city here in Oklahoma.
No, Enid isn't a person.
Enid is a person?
Yep. Hi, Granny D.
Hi, Granny D.
I take it your live is over? We went live right at the same time.
Yeah.
Okay, the crafts enthusiast is Enid.
Gotcha. I didn't know that, craft enthusiast. I will call you Enid from now on. But there's a town here a city here in Oklahoma called Enid. So I was like, that's weird. How are they talking about a city here in Oklahoma that is relatively unknown? A girl I was in treatment with in Louisville was also from Oklahoma, and she lives in Enid. So. All right, so let me count these again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30.
Okay, time to make a cake.
What are you making a cake for?
I need more yarn.
Oh, make a cake. I thought you meant like make a cake.
No.
I will take this off of there. All right, everybody. It's just going to be the Drew Show for a second. Let me move my shoes out of the way, too. All right, I can take all these off now. The cake is a lie, Enid says. Yes, I got my hopes up that we'd be having cake. Although I thought it was odd that you said you were going to make a cake. And I was thinking a cake you could eat.
Well, technically, you could eat it if you have pica.
What's pica?
It is an eating disorder characterized by eating non-nutritive substances. Like
the people who will eat their couch and stuff like that?
Yeah, or like I actually had pica when I was younger. I mean, like a young adult, because I went through ice. My sister has pica now with ice. But hers is because she's anemic, so they don't really consider it pica. Mine, I wasn't anemic. There was no reason that they could find for it, so it was listed as pica.
Gotcha.
But I was going through a 10-pound bag of ice a day.
What do you remember? What do you mean, Enid, about remembering 2008? Oh, see, I don't like eating ice.
I like the soft ice, like what Sonic has, or
Yeah,
most
like
hospitals
I
have.
can see like the crushed ice.
Yeah, I have a snow cone machine in my cabinet that takes regular ice cubes.
Oh, cool.
And gives me that shaved ice.
Nice. Oh, the memes and culture of 2008. Yeah, that was 2008, 2009 was a very good time. There's been some good ones that have come up recently, though. Oh, Enid. Sorry, I just saw your message about wanting to go to Enid, Oklahoma, and stand by the Enid sign and do a selfie for the lulz. Yes, you definitely should. And if you come to Oklahoma to go to Enid, then you have to visit Derek and I. Don't you hate it when that happens?
Yeah.
That's a huge ass cake.
Mm-hmm. I'm watching you, little miss.
You almost got it, little miss.
Oh, speaking of almost got it, Max almost got it upside the head earlier. He got on that thing and then jumped and was just hanging off the front of the rack.
Oh, jeez. The Snoopy snow cone machine. I don't remember that one.
Yeah, they still sell those. Yep, because my sister was looking at buying one last summer.
Let's see. Yes, H1N1. That was crazy. We thought that was going to be nuts, and it ended up being okay.
No, okay. People still actually got really, really sick and died from it.
I know, but it wasn't as bad as they said it was going to be. They were like, it's going to be a global pandemic. And now we actually have a global pandemic on our hands.
But it was. There were places where it was way worse than they were expecting it to be.
Gotcha.
But yeah. But no, this is. I think what happens is, 5 years from now, when we have some other major superbug coming through, people are going to refer back to this the same way. They'll be like, oh, remember that? And they thought it was so bad. And people forget when you get distance from it.
Yeah, that's true. Okay.
Because I've heard people talking about, oh, remember the Ebola scare? Yeah. And I remember how many people freaking were dying from it too. And how you go into a hospital and every time when I'd go to the doctor, every time I'd go in there, I'd have to fill out a paperwork. Have I traveled to this area, this particular area? Have I ever felt these symptoms? And they were some of the vaguest freaking symptoms out there. Your chat's not all the way down.
Oh, it's not.
There you go. Welcome back, Granny D.
Yeah, you're right, Enid. It's not easily transmitted, and so it wasn't as big of a deal. But those two nurses recovered, and it was only the guy who had flown here from starts with an L in Africa. Can't remember the name of the country now.
I'm making my market back. I'm getting close to the end. I was looking at the pattern that in here to see if it was a knit or a crochet.
Chain 3 double stitch.
This is a neat little pattern. I might keep it.
Next 30. Oh, I'm doing up there. That's what I'm doing.
Did you see on the news that they have the second person that's considered cured from HIV?
Really? No, I did not see that.
He was another one that got a stem cell transplant treating an aggressive form of cancer. The same way the first one was.
Yep. But I wonder if you have to have the cancer to kill.
Yeah,
cells.
they're not. Well, no, because the cancer didn't kill the cells. It was the blood transfusion that did it. The stem cells that went in.
Okay.
Although I have a friend that is now testing. I mean, he's been testing negative for a while now. But they can't consider him cured because they haven't done a lymph node biopsy yet. But he was, because the CDC flies him down like several times a year to test it, to check, to examine him. But yeah, cured. There's 2 people in the world that are considered cured from HIV. Both of them had stem cell transplants because of, or not stem, whatever, because of.
There already were 2, I thought.
There's one guy, and then they just had the second one. Both of them had a form of cancer, and so they were treating the cancer, and the blood transfusion is what did it with the stem cells. But I have a friend that he tests negative, and I jacked up my knot somehow, but it's going to work. And my friend had intestinal surgery where they went in and removed a significant amount of his intestines, and so instead of being all wrinkly and having the little pockets for things to hide in, they're all more smooth. But because he originally was going to be in a study for what they call slow progressors, because he's never taken HIV meds.
Wow,
he's never needed to, because he was back when they were waiting till you got to a certain level before they started you on.
Yeah, that's how it was for me too.
Yeah. And they're like, well, you don't qualify because you're testing negative. And he's like, oh, no, here's like 10 years of medical records showing that he's positive. And so. Oh, Janet. Drew, you're missing Janet.
Well, oh, sorry. Stella's too. I found the shawl, Stella, on my group found it on Ravelry. And what did Janet say?
The round organizers of like the white and.
No, Janet, I'm not mad at you. I thought I said hi.
I'm going back looking at what they said.
Where was it? Sorry, I was focused on what I was trying to do. I didn't mean to.
And Janet, the pattern that I'm
Don't
on
leave, Janet.
Right now, I don't have to count because it's the same thing all the way around, and I've got my stitch marker in. Enid, no kidding. Although, actually, I have been downgraded, from PTSD to the chronic PTSD, but it's more traits than anything else. Like, I still have the hypervigilance and I get startled easily. But I don't have the flashbacks and the nightmares and the whatnot anymore.
I take Prozocin for my nightmares associated with my PTSD.
Prozocin?
Prozocin. A side effect of the medication is that it does something to cause you from having nightmares.
No, I'm trying to look at. Oh! It's like I recognize the name, I just couldn't remember what it was. Cool.
It's a medication for BPH, but That's one of the side effects, so they treat it for that too.
Yeah. Yes, Max, we're still here. I know.
The start of any project.
Go eat something
sucks.
good, Granny D. Yeah, Max is an asshole.
All right, bye, Granny D. Thank you for stopping by. Love you too.
If I turn the lights off, like when I'm going to bed, Max starts singing to me every freaking night. But he likes to go into another room, which, hi, Kelly.
Hi, Kelly.
Kelly.
It's okay that you're late.
All I have to do to go into another room here is go 3 feet. I mean, I live in a very small place, and you can pretty much see my entire house from sitting on the couch. Max will go in another room and cry like he's lost.
Oops, what am I doing? Let's see. Half double.
What'd you watch, Corinne? I like Louis C.K.
He's funny. What's the knock always?
Knock is my watch. With the CTBSD, basically, I've been in therapy a lot, and a lot of therapy in groups, and ACT, which is acceptance and commitment therapy, which is kind of like goes hand in hand with dialectical behavioral therapy, helped a lot.
Have you done EMDR?
Yeah, you want to see how fast you can throw me in a panic attack?
It's my therapist wants me to try it. My parents want me to try it too.
It is very effective for a ton of people. I can think, but then again, I also think about relaxation groups and start having anxiety.
Yeah, I don't like. I mean, that's one of the things from when I was in treatment. I didn't like group meditations because I have ADHD, and so it sucks to try to meditate as it is, but then trying to listen to someone and focus on what they're saying. And I wasn't on a stimulant then. I was on a non-stimulant for my ADHD, and it was not working well.
You take a Stratera?
Stratera.
Yep, I take that. And hopefully on Monday I get to switch to something else. They were talking about Adderall, maybe.
Cool.
I'm getting anxious about laundry because I need to do it, and it involves leaving my house and riding the bus that has the bus driver that I absolutely hate because he's rude, and he's rude to a lot of people, and I have sat there and watched him just decide not to wait at a bus stop long enough for the people that were already standing there to actually get on the bus. And I can't stand him, and he drives the bus that he's one of the bus drivers on the route that I would take to get to the laundromat. Yeah, my neighbors do their laundry in the bathtub or the kitchen sink or something because they're always hanging it on the porch outside.
Should lodge a complaint against them.
I figure I only see it every so often. I don't have to see it when I'm in my house. I don't care.
All right.
It's the same thing with the freaking rooster that the neighbor that way owns that you're not allowed to have in city limits. Unless you have an acre of land, and nobody owns an acre of land in city limits.
Yeah.
Unless they're living out like in Galardia. But I can't hear the rooster when I'm inside the house. I don't care. Yeah.
Oh, wow. You washed it in the bathtub, Enid? That's insane. That's funny. 110.
Yay.
I have to put it back here to show it all. Now I'm on row 2, which is actually doing like stitches that are the pattern.
And I finally have I have all of my psych meds now. The Prozac finally arrived today because they somehow got confused on when the doctor, how many he said to dispense, because the pharmacy was not, the prescription says, I take one a day the first week, and then starting the second week, I take one, I take two once a day. And he actually said dispense to be the correct amount with those instructions. And
because he didn't put the actual amount there.
No, he put it correctly. The pharmacy couldn't figure out that
they wouldn't do the math.
That we were supposed to be 7 days short of taking it twice a day.
Gotcha.
And so it got delayed while they contacted the pharmacist, or while they contacted the doctor. Oh, I have another one. I'm so mad at my stomach medicine that the pre-authorization came in the day after the prescription, so the pharmacist tossed the prescription and invalidated it. So now that they have the authorization file, I had to message them to ask the doctor to, can you send the prescription in again for the third time, because the pharmacy is just stupid. I'm irritated with them.
And I guess you have to use that pharmacy.
No, but I basically get a month free if I do the mail order, because I pay for 2 months and get a 3-month supply for the cost of 2 months.
Gotcha.
But what I'm going to do, well, at least with the, I don't think that they can send, like my Adderall, I don't think that they could send through the mail.
No, they cannot send Adderall through the mail.
Yeah.
1, 2, 3.
But my doctor would only do a 30-day supply anyway. So, what I'm going to start doing is on new prescriptions, filling them at a brick and mortar and then transferring them to the mail order. Because even though you can write a prescription for like the Adderall with refills, it's clinic policy that they won't. So I can just take my happy little butt up there once a month if that's whatever they give me, because Strattera is just not doing jack crap for me anymore. It only barely did anything to start with.
Yeah. $30. All right. Kelly, the pattern I'm working on is a Wonder Woman shawl. Okay. Get that to show up without it being. So, it comes in 2 sizes. And I'm doing this green and this blue. All right, what's next? 30. Skip next stitch. Half double and next 43.
Wonder Woman barely wore anything, let alone a shawl. Hi, Karen. quit. This is the crappy one that takes me from 30 to 39. Okay, 30 rounds done. 2 more to go, and then I start narrowing it in. So I have my little yarn balls, charms that I got from eBay, and I ordered some lever back, like earring type things with the lever backs. And I won the bids on the stainless steel jewelry jump hoops.
1, 2, 3, 4.
And I've ordered a pair of needle nose pliers so I can make stitch markers.
Oh, Sally is live on Twitch. That's the hot guy.
The bag, not a whole lot bigger than that. I've got 2 more rounds to do. Okay, technically 4 rounds because after 2 it starts going a little funky, and then the straps. But it's not a lot bigger. But I do like this, the yarn and the pattern give it a little bit of a stretch.
All right. Hey, Kim. Hi, Karen. Hey, Sabrina, on your next video, will you tell me how to pronounce the last name of your YouTube channel?
See, this is the first one I ever did. And it's a little stretched out because I've used it quite a bit. But it's still got some give to it. And then this one, I did the strap a little different. And I'm not sure I like how I did it. It took a lot more thinking. And then this one, I think I used a smaller hook on it. So,
I like those.
Yeah, these are my grocery bags. Okay, you can see, look at the straps. You can see where the one got stretched out quite a bit. But it's still strong. It still has give to it, but
oops. 10. Hi, Yarn Addicts. No, Karen was already here. Never mind. I just saw Corinne say hi, so it threw me off. I knew you were here, Karen. So what is everybody else doing right now?
besides watching 2 grumpy men.
Grumpy? Am I grumpy?
Not really, but I couldn't think of any other thing adjective that quickly described both of us.
Gotcha. Well, I was grumpy before I started doing the foundation row. So that's true. But now I'm no longer grumpy.
And what time is your meeting tonight?
9.
Okay.
And I already have a topic picked out too, so I don't have to.
Oh yeah, you're leading the group.
Yep, chairperson all month.
Forgot about that. Yeah, Karen, I love watching your videos. I love your just listening to your vocal pattern in your cage. You remind, and I'm not saying this to say that you're already thinking this. You remind me of my grandma. Just the speech patterns and whatnot. And I think it has more to do with, I mean, okay, Oklahoma's not really considered the South, but my grandma lived in the, yeah.
Think it is.
I've been called a Yankee living in Oklahoma though, because I don't like sweet tea. So, I think maybe it's kind of the country in Oklahoma sometimes relates to Southern in the rest of the country. But as far as like the speech patterns and things.
Yeah, because we are Great Plains, pseudo Southwest.
Part is Great Plains and part of it is the Southwest. But yeah, but I love it watching your videos just because, you know, it reminds me of her. And then you're funny too. And I think sometimes you're just, I don't know if you mean to be funny sometimes or if it just comes off that way, but it's great. And then we have Noni May that reminds me of the zany side of my mom. And then
all right, time to
Crochet Me Pink Kelly's my mom just because we had sex ed in her video in her chat one night.
Oh, nice. I'm sad I missed that.
And
okay.
I can't remember her name. Charlene.
So Karen's just watching us.
Yeah. And Charlene.
Nancy's still working on that butterfly doily.
South Carolina. It reminds me of my mom with the health issues.
And Kelly is crocheting a baby blanket that you need to finish by the end of March. That baby blanket that I was working on needed to be finished before the end of February, and I didn't make it. It's hard to crochet a lot without my thumb hurting. All right. Don't blow up on me now. Sometimes, like that group chat, I'll wake up in the morning because they're an hour ahead of us because they're in Louisville. There will be like 50 messages by the time I wake up. I don't go back and read them. Oh, cool. Checking out YouTube to try different stitches. I found one that was really cool the other day. It's in my crochet videos because that's or my crochet playlist. And it is a 3D stitch that you can use for hats or scarves or even a blanket. It's really cool. I forget the lady who does it, who made it, but I found it on somebody else's playlist. And or on a playlist that I saved. Maybe it was a playlist that I saved and it was in there.
Speaking of 3D, have you seen Sabrina's bubblegum blanket?
No.
That's going to be like the next blanket that I start.
I'll have to check it out.
And I'm going to use that blue yarn that's sitting up there. And then there's the green and blue that's behind it that I'm going to pair with it.
Cool.
And make rows. Yeah, I'm on an email list that they send. I think it's from Darn Good Yarn where they have the stitch of the month, and they have knit stitch and crochet stitch, and then they have a beginner and intermediate for both.
Getting comfy, little miss.
I'm just glad that it's not because all throughout the winter I had all the condensation on my windows just from it was. I guess the temperature difference between outside and inside.
Yeah.
And so the window seat wouldn't stick to the window. And so I just got to put it back up yesterday.
Cool.
And then I have to save cardboard boxes for my sister because she's going to be getting rid of her house, and we've got to pack everything up and put it in the, all the everything but like the furniture and whatnot, and put it in the theater room so that they can come out and do pictures and whatnot to sell the house. And so we just say everyone's got to save their boxes for her.
Gotcha. Oh.
Hey, Terry.
Hi, Terry. I didn't
Shut
say
up,
hey,
Siri.
Siri. I didn't say hey, Siri, so go away.
Okay.
Oh, Kelly, that sucks.
What happened?
It's snowing.
Oh my God, it's snowing. Where do you live?
Oh, and Lori just went live. Oh, yeah, it's Pi Day.
It is? Yeah, 3/14. Oh, you live in Wisconsin. Wow.
Oh, yeah, I remember that. I've mailed you stuff.
And it's going to snow in Ohio. Yeah, this winter has been very mild here in Oklahoma. And
Which means we're going to get killed with mosquitoes.
really? Oh,
You're bouncing me.
sorry.
It's okay. Oh, and Jan's live. Everyone decided to go live all of a sudden.
London Fog. You're on Z1077 with the Drewcifer and Derek the Nitwit.
Oh, and there's a new knitting magazine that's getting started. I keep getting emails on it. I thought about becoming a backer. If I back them for $15, I get a print copy of the inaugural issue, plus a thank you card and a sticker pack. But I'd have to back them with $90 to get a 1-year print subscription. And I'm like, if that's how much, but that also includes a postcard, a sticker pack, and a digital subscription.
Oh,
So,
if you also get the digital, that's awesome.
Yeah, but
That would be worth it.
the digital alone is $50. I'm like, I'm not spending that much on. I have 2 magazine subscriptions now, and one cost $25, and the other one cost $30. But then again, they only do like I think 7 issues. This guy is doing it every month.
Yeah, Karen, it's snowing in Columbus as well. That's fun, but at least it's not too, or at least it's too warm to stick. Ooh, my belly looks fat. Not going to lean back anymore. Oh, thank you, Dusty. I'm glad you like it.
Oh, apparently Domino's is emailing me saying that you can go contactless delivery.
That's awesome.
Except Domino's won't deliver. I am like 2 blocks outside of Domino's range, and it pisses me off.
Then why are they letting you know?
Because I used to live in the range, and they still have me on their mailing list.
Gotcha.
They just haven't emailed me in years. I'm so mad because I love their garlic knots.
Get the shiny off. Looks so shiny on the.
And Kelly, did you use me as an entry in a contest? Yep, you did. Sorry.
You're fine.
I need to get some double pointed needles, some decent ones, because loom knit or not loom knitting, round knitting. Bye, Stella.
Bye, Stella.
Round knitting, a lot of them, all the patterns I'm finding for knitting it around also want me to.
Oh, I just saw your message from 11.
Yeah.
I'll check it out.
They want me to. They end up needing double pointed needles, so. Okay, like the post. Follow. Go back.
Spring sale.
Have a friend. You're about to get
Twirls Shadows. What?
They're about to tag you in this.
Okay. Cotton Kings are $10.
Actually, I don't even know if I'm following you on Instagram.
I don't use my Instagram. Ooh, oh my God. Picasso limited edition merino wool, or 35% merino wool, 65% acrylic. Now, I thought that was a good price for merino wool, but it's only 35%.
I will tag Karen instead. Ha! Sorry, Karen. I just used you to enter a contest.
Oh, I have that one.
Yeah, Drew says he has Instagram. He just doesn't use it. And thank you, Janet.
Yeah, I have my own personal Instagram. It's not for my channel. And it's just full of a lot of stupid stuff.
That's kind of what mine is, but people seem to still find me there.
Yeah, it's Drewcifer28. So take Drewcifer from my channel name and add 28 to the end, and then you'll find me. Oh, Kim, that sucks about your flowers. I hope they end up being okay. Oh, thank you for reminding everybody, Janet.
Okay, Kelly, you need to go to thegiveawaygazette.com. THE, then giveaway, then gazette.com. Because that you can sign up for their mailing list and they will email you every couple of days or so, reminding you about all the giveaways that they have.
Ooh, I like those. Color explosion.
Yep. I'm going to in the chat.
They have it in stock. I never got an email that it was back in stock. Oh my God. You can't use Klarna with Hobie. Oh, it is 2 Bs.
You can't?
Mm-mm.
Oh.
I've tried.
You can use them with Lowe's. That's how I got my shelf. That is the only thing that I successfully bought from Klarna with using Klarna. I had one other thing that it's the store just never shipped. And I finally, after like a month of them, it's still not being shipped, I would just progressively cancel. And then, I would put in whatever a like dispute or, let's request a cancel type thing.
Yeah.
And then, but the last thing was like, okay, well, we're going to resend it. And then I still never got what they resent. So I finally I had to dispute that one with Klarna itself.
Ooh, look at that one.
Yep. If y'all go to the giveawaygazette.com, they have stuff. I mean, from Darn Good Yarn has giveaways. They have cooking stuff. They have, sewing stuff, different kind of crafting stuff. And so you can sign up for their email newsletter, and they'll email you with the different giveaways that they have going on.
Never thought of trying to make napkin with any of my cotton. And $8.80 for those is a great price. Oops, past it.
Oh no, that I put the link in the under. I made Drew look like Drew said it. The giveawaygazette.com. Yeah, it's a website.
Wow, they have a lot of fun colors now.
Some of my homemade lip balm. You want some? It'll be hard, so. This is the kind that will make a lotion bar.
Ooh, I like that.
Yep, and then whatever's left over, just fingers back your hand. Did you find it, Kelly? Hey, David is at the store and is getting trash bags for me and hopefully oatmeal cream pies.
Yum.
Which means I don't have to go anywhere. And I can decide if I want to walk to Family Dollar tomorrow. Oh.
Prediction. There will be a minor baby boom in 9 months. And then one day in 2033, we shall witness the rise of the quarantines.
Send me that one. It's Baby Boomer 2.0.
I'll put it in the group chat.
So just a reminder, you guys, this is not the official D&D show. We're going to do that on the actual D&D channel at 6 p.m.
What time is it right now?
It's 4:15.
I need to get some food eventually.
Yeah.
Because I won't have time before the meeting.
Yeah, well, you can take a break. We can take a break between the two, and you can run.
Okay. Is there a McDonald's close by?
23rd and Penn.
Okay.
And we're going to do an AMA. So do an Ask Me Anything. So it could be about knitting, about crocheting, about us, about our pets, it could be funny, it could be serious, whatnot. So. And that way y'all can get to know us. And while we sit here and do our yarny stuff. Save attachment.
This fiber splitting is starting to piss me off. It's not as bad as some that I've used. That cashmere did it hella awful.
Aw, Candace's package didn't show.
Oh.
I mean, it still technically has time, but. See, I remember before she was River Song, she was a doctor on ER.
Who?
Actress that played, isn't it? The actress that played River Song.
Maybe.
Let's see.
Alex. I can't remember her last name. Her first name's Alex.
Alex Kingston.
Kingston.
Yep, she was on ER.
Wow. Blast from the past.
Way back when I still had, before Smart Things existed, and when you were just happy to not have MIDI, you could actually have actual music as your ringtone.
Yeah.
Not just as MIDI tones. I had the ER theme song as my.
Wow.
I would think I also worked as a nurse, so. Jessica, check out the giveawaygazette.com because a lot of them, they're actually are open to Canadians. I think you might have to pay some income tax or whatnot if you win them. It explains it on there, but they are open to Canadians. And if I ever get monetized, my giveaway will be open to anybody because it's going to be a gift card.
3, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. One, 2, 3, 4. Okay, I have 4. So I have to do 43 or 44. I think it said 43.
So we all got quiet now.
Yeah.
Did we put you guys to sleep?
I know I'm being boring and not talking.
I'm always boring.
I'm trying to learn a pattern, and I probably chose something that's a little bit too hard to be able to talk and crochet at the same time.
Yep. Have a good weekend, Kim.
Bye, Kim.
Oh, no worries, Enid.
What'd she say? Oh, family distraction. That's fine. Bye, Kim. Have a great night. I don't know if I already said that. I think I did.
Lurk away, Adele. That's what I generally end up doing in lives.
Hyper vigilantly checking the deep freezer. Adele is lurking and crocheting, and Kelly is crocheting and listening. Mom came in my room to let me know it was snowing. That's funny. To my delight, we have a huge box of cheese, beef and cheese chimichangas. Yum.
This is the song that never ends.
No.
Yes, it goes on and on.
No.
Some people started singing it not knowing what it was. And they'll continue singing it forever just because this is the song that never ends. Got the earworm now?
Nope. Actually, I'm thinking about Lamb Chop and Friends. They used to do that at the very end of every show.
I think I learned it.
What was that lady's name?
Sherry Lewis.
Sherry Lewis. I was thinking Terry, but what's wrong?
Progresso chicken soup and buttered bread. I've really got to be in a mood for soup, and I haven't been in a mood for soup in a long time.
Lost track of my count. I will do 5 more and see if that's enough. 2, 3, 4.
I'm still working on my bag.
Who asked?
Karen did.
Karen, yeah, I'm working on a Wonder Woman shawl.
Because, you know, she wore so few clothes that she had to have been cold.
All right.
Ooh. I wanted to go over to Enid's for dinner.
What are they having?
Marinara spaghetti with mushrooms in it.
Ew, mushrooms, gross. 1, 2, 3, 4,
I want
5,
olives.
6, 7, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. When I said I was going to do 5 more, I was 1 past where I needed to be. Whoops.
In 2014, the United States Department of Agriculture reported that the average American consumes up to 170 pounds of refined sugar per year.
Wow. $10, $20, $30. Count one more time. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. I have 14. How did I do that? Sounded like something was on the ceiling.
The ceiling fan?
What?
The ceiling fan?
No, but it sounded like someone was walking across the roof when it made that noise.
Okay. All right, Karen had a question about your Wonder Woman shawl.
Oh. I'm not sure whose pattern it is. Carissa Browning.
I was going to, Sabrina's got a shawl tutorial she's going to put out here in the next couple days.
Uh-huh.
And I was like, okay, well, that blue going to have it. I was like, oh, that'd be perfect for it. And then because I figured, because it used to be DK weight.
Yeah.
I had to look at, no, it's a 5, chunky size 5.
Really?
So. But I may try it with that yellow that I used for David's hat. Nothing wrong with a beer now and then as long as you don't have a problem with it and it doesn't interact with medicines.
I still drank whenever I was on my psych meds, when I was still drinking. Which was not a good thing, but it's what you do when you're an alcoholic.
You're going to listen to it. Listening to it's going to put you to sleep, Kelly. But maybe you need a nap.
Where was the skip?
So what are you going to make, Karen?
Is that the skip? Looks like it. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Totally lost count. Oh. Let's take them off of here. Ooh. That's where it was. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, Kelly, sorry you're not feeling well. Oh, and Enid is crocheting one of Tracy's lacy scarves. Awesome. Oh, and she also said that it's mice in the ceiling.
Could be.
Yeah.
I find knitting and crocheting helps a lot with anxiety and with depression.
Yeah, same here, Enid. I use crochet as a mental break escape.
I mean, there's just something meditative about it because it's the same thing. It's repetitive, the same thing over and over again. But you still have to be mindful about it. So it's a lot like meditation. And then actually having something to show for it at the end of it helps with my depression. I have one of those embroidery pins that I'm not sure how to use it, but I wanted to because I got it when it was, all the rage all of a sudden, but I haven't started using them yet, and I'm not even sure where in my box of stuff it is. Have a great day, Jane.
Bye, Jane. 1, 2.
Hey, how long has Shannon been in here? Did we know Shannon was here?
8, 9.
Hi, Shannon.
Hi, Shannon. I don't remember seeing you come in. I'm sorry. If I did, it was a long time ago.
Embroidery pin. It's like it reminds me of the old insulin pins, but you use it and to do the embroidery. I'd have to find it and play around with it. What are you making, Shannon? And Karen, if you couldn't crochet, we'd teach you how to loom knit. There's a coronavirus amigurumi. I had a baby raccoon for a little bit as a kid. We found them after they've been abandoned.
That's awesome.
Yeah, we found it when it was abandoned by its mom because we accidentally scared off the mom as kids, and the mom never came back. After for several days, and so we ended up taking them and bottle feeding them. Oh, hey, yarn store to close its doors.
Three.
Oh. It's in somewhere in England. Oh, it's in Hamilton. Oh, there's another free gift in Harry Potter, by the way.
Okay.
Okay.
10.
Oh,
cute.
That was so cute.
$10.
$3.60 for that pattern. Although I have a pattern for making a sphere, so I would just have to figure out how to make the coronas.
And then just make little puff balls
Yeah,
out
the
of
little
yarn.
Well, they come up on a stalk and then come out.
No.
I bet you I could figure it out. Here's another one. Oh, that is a very angry one. Look at that one. There's another Nancy.
Hi, Nancy. I am making a Wonder Woman shawl out of this green and blue yarn. Sure, I don't pull it out. It's Kartapu, Bamboo, Sakura. They no longer sell it, though. It's 50% bamboo, 50% acrylic. I mean, they might still make it. Hobium just doesn't sell it anymore. It might have been something that didn't do too well. Skip a stitch, do how many? Ruh-roh, George.
I'm going to see if I can make that tomorrow and then give it to my doctor when I go see him on Monday. So look, I gave you the coronavirus.
Shit. Either my count is way off. Oh, if that's the case, I'm going to be so mad. I just did this whole row and my count was off from the row below it. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 too many. I bet I did 120 instead of 110. Crap. All right. This is going away.
Okay, there's the pattern for you guys. So I can use some red yarn to make, because I've got a pattern where I can make a ball about the size of a softball. Do that, and then just cover all you do is learn how to use that to figure out how to make the coronas on it. Oh, by the way, the nurse practitioner that I see looks so much like you that I just sat there the last time going, just probably giving him dirty look the whole time, because it took me the longest time to figure out, why do you look so fucking familiar? Why do you look so freaking familiar? And then halfway through, I just interrupted. I'm like, you look like my friend Drew. That's why you look so weird to me. He's like,
thanks.
Super. Well, no, but I mean, it's just when you're not expecting it.
Yeah.
But he's much taller than you.
How much taller than me?
How tall are you?
6'4".
Half a foot, maybe?
Wow.
I mean, dude's like, he's super skinny, super tall. He doesn't have the handlebar mustache, but he looks like you. And that was the link that Enid sent me. So, thank Enid for it.
Oh, got my hand this hurting. Oh. Want to say at 5 o'clock we quit?
Yeah, because that gives you time to go eat.
And come back.
Ah, found you, I think.
Oh, sorry, Karen. Yeah, I'm not mad at my yarn. I'm mad at my hand. Oh, I'm gonna step outside real quick.
Okay.
Oh, my phone almost fell on the ground.
You just need fresh air. Or...
Oh no, I mean I'm fine. I was just gonna vape outside for a minute because I try not to vape too much in here so it doesn't get too smoky. But I feel like puffing a lot.
Ah. So they get to sit here and watch me crochet in silence because I can never think of anything to say when you guys leave.
Oh really? All right, I'll be right back, folks.
Max, where'd you go? Oh, did it break? I wondered where you went, Sabrina. Were we that boring? All right. There's Niles, guys. Okay. You see that top one that's got the very top that's got the white yarn with two green ones on it? Max, little butthole that he is, got onto this table right here and then jumped up there. That's the first time he... Oh, yeah, whatever, Drew. That's the first time that he's ever actually gotten up on the yarn like that. Yeah, I just throw my cat treats at him and make him hunt it down. Drew, I have no idea what's with the food out there. I think one of my neighbors went to a food pantry and that may have been the food that they didn't want. No clue. You can have the moldy French bread if you want it. I do have one neighbor, that the ones that I refer to as the crackheads, that if they go to a food pantry and what they get that they don't want, they'll usually knock on my door and ask me if I want it. It's true. It's just, built-in penicillin. Although I call them crackheads, although I think that's actually just, I think their issue is actually meth. But the guy's got heart issues. So every so often, I'll get the flashing red and blue lights because the ambulance has shown up. And I'm like, if you've got a problem with your heart to the point that you're having to call an ambulance on a semi-routine basis, you really don't need to be smoking meth.
Meth is bad, okay?
Meth heads have fewer teeth than crackheads. But what teeth they have are jagged and sharp.
Yeah, they get jagged. They turn black. I have a cousin, a second cousin on my dad's side who is a crackhead. And his teeth are all jacked up. Saw him at a reunion like 6 years ago. And I was just like, holy crap. Yes, meth is a stimulant. And it is no good. And I was addicted to it for 16 years. Oh, that sucks, Enid. Oh, wow. The Safeway had to have a security guard. I know at 16. Yes, it is a miracle I'm alive. And I have all my teeth. And I even had someone tell me recently that I had a really pretty smile. Just smiling for the camera. Yeah, Karen. The reason why that happens is because whenever you use it, it dries out your mucous membranes. And so people who use it on a daily basis are the ones who you see without teeth. I didn't use it on a daily basis. I would go on binges.
What is rumbling?
I think a car.
Jeez. Get a muffler, you freaking truck.
Wow, that sucks about the lady on the bus. That's crazy. Why would she shoot up on a bus?
Couldn't wait to get home.
Shows the powerful grip of addiction. I don't think I can crochet anymore. I'll put this up for now. Let my hand rest so I can crochet later.
I gotta figure out what time I have to catch the bus Monday morning.
Yeah. Have I ever shown off my crochet hook bag? I don't think I have. A friend of mine was Taylor, and he would make bags to put Christmas presents in. So I actually have a button or a pin that he got for me. He thought it was funny. It said Vice Head Boy, and it was for me to put on my Morris hat. But I had two of them, but I gave one away to Chloe. I don't know if she ever used it. I hope she does. Yes, Enid, I freaking hate drugs too. They were really bad for me for a long time. That's funny, Dusty. What are you looking at?
What time I have to catch the bus? At 7. What is this saying? 420, 475. No, we're not doing that one. That gets to the transit center at 7:15. And okay, let's go back to best route. This one leaves at 7:35. Okay, guess I'm catching the bus at 7:15 on Monday morning.
That sucks. Oops, sorry, Max. I didn't mean to scare you.
He is kind of scary, isn't he, Max? Okay, let's see what Cox says about the coronavirus. Okay, they're cleaning and disinfecting the stores. If a field representative visits your home...
Could it have gotten worse? That's funny. Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt.
If a field representative visits your home, they'll be following strict procedures to keep you safe. They'll be using disinfecting multi-surface cleaning wipes on all surfaces. And we hope you'll understand if we refrain from handshakes. I need to have Cox come out just so I can get them to clean my house.
Oh, Karen, Who celebrated 5 years clean and sober? I have almost 4 months. Cats don't like direct eye contact. Okay.
Max is real skittish with people. It takes him a while to get used to people. So I'm actually surprised he's out of the bathroom.
Cox is a cable company here in the Oklahoma City area.
But that's our internet provider.
Yeah. Oh, and internet. Sorry. That's what we use for internet and cable.
Too. And security systems now.
Oh, yeah. They did our security system. I forgot about that.
Yeah. Except I thought about it, except you had to pay like $250 up front. You have to buy the equipment outright.
Yeah.
I was like, no, thanks.
You would just come in one day and your yarn stash will be gone.
No, if I'm going to be gone anywhere for any length of time, this shit gets packed up and moved to David's house. That's like if they decided to go ahead and do ECT and whatnot and want me to be in a hospital for it, this shit will get packed in boxes and taken over to David's house along with my TV.
I don't blame you.
Yeah, that was from Joanne's clearance, I think.
Cool.
Yeah,
I like it.
The one in Shawnee, and I bought every single bit that they had on clearance. Well, actually, no one has tried to break into my house or anything like that. I just believe in let's not tempt them. I mean, I have renter's insurance as well, but, I'd rather go with the whole let's just not tempt them.
Did you put a link to our new channel in here?
No, we need to.
We have 51 subscribers.
Cool.
Here's the link to our new channel that will be streaming on later tonight or later this evening. We have another channel where it's just us doing lives. So instead of us using one of our individual channels, we want to build up a channel where it's just the D&D yarn show. Since we're doing lives every Saturday night, and I guess we didn't have to do this live on my channel here, but it's just another way to build up a channel. Thank you, Enid. We are losers. It's our crochet group. No offense to Candace, but we're kind of like the rejects.
Yeah, we're not the rejects. We're the only ones that kept going.
Well, no, I don't mean that. I mean, we're the only ones who kept going, but we're kind of like, I just meant in our lives. We're kind of rejects. And so we bond over it.
Yeah, I am a nerd. Actually, no, nerds are kind of cool nowadays. I'm a dork.
Ooh. Oh, Karen, you're talking about your son. Okay. He started because when he was 13, he was in a bad wreck and got hooked on painkillers that led into high school, trying other things until he was 32 years old. He lived through hell. Yeah. Oh, you're not using bad language. Saying hell is not bad. I mean, I cuss like a sailor. And it's been one of my biggest challenges having a YouTube channel, because I want to make monetization and they won't do it if your channel is filled with ill content. Oh, okay. Enid. Oh, wow. Congratulations, Shannon. That's awesome. I never tried heroin. I was too scared of it. But I have a friend that I was in treatment with, and her two drugs of choice were meth and heroin. And it makes me really worried for her because she's not working a program. And I just fear that she's going to go back to it. That was one of the ones that I told you in my dream last night. Wanted to watch the stuff be sucked out of the manhole instead of going to learn magic with me. Ooh, I wonder if that was like, you know, because like I said, she's not working a program, and neither is her girlfriend, who was someone who worked at the. Oh, I probably shouldn't be saying this. She's not going to watch. Who worked at the treatment center, and neither of them work a program, and it just really worries me. Yeah, I agree. They're both equally bad. They just have their own separate type of addicts that you deal with when they're in your life. Hi, Patty. How are you? This is my friend Derek the Nitwit. I'll put a link to his channel in here. Oh, see, like yours comes up. Mine does not yet. Here is Derek's channel. If you're not already subscribed. Oh, gotcha, Enid. Yeah, you do learn a lot whenever you have an addict in your life. There were things that I even learned from about heroin when I was in treatment this last time, back in November, December, and January. And it was very eye-opening. Now, while I am a recovering meth head, I go to AA because I'm also an alcoholic. So, and I find that the message is more uplifting when you go to AA versus NA. NA seems like it's about survival. AA is about, I shouldn't be talking about this, the 11th tradition. The AA is about the solution.
Yeah, I never liked it when you'd go to an NA meeting and they would say, if you have drug paraphernalia, you got to take it to your car.
Yeah.
In AA, if they would be, if you have drugs or drug paraphernalia, let's go to the back room and destroy it. So there's a completely different focus and mentality.
Yep. I agree. And the NA meetings I went to when I lived in St. Louis were just so crappy. Like, I would leave meetings feeling worse than I did when I got there. But I go to AA now, and every meeting I love going to. Like, I actually am chairing a meeting tonight at my clubhouse that I go to. It's an LGBTQ clubhouse. And we have a meeting every day of the week. And it's just really beneficial for me to have one every day to go to with people that I know and like and feel comfortable around. He's a big guy. He'd always been over. Wait, he got down to about 140 pounds. Holy crap. And is 6'2". Wow. That is insane, Karen. I lost 55 pounds last year when I was using after starting to use again when I was down here in Oklahoma. I lost 55 pounds. And that was the first time I'd been below 200 pounds in a decade, maybe. And I was just floored at how bad I looked once I quit using and looked at myself in the mirror. I was just like, oh my God, I look terrible. Oh, they started to talk to you like you were a fellow alcoholic. I said, I'm not an alcoholic. And one gave me, and the look he gave you, that's funny. Well, as long as it was an open meeting, you can go to an open meeting. So here at least in Oklahoma, everybody introduces themselves at the beginning of the meeting, and people who are there for support will say, I'm here for support. My name is so-and-so. I'm here for support. Yes, I get it. I'm sorry to hear that, Patty. Yeah, addiction is a fickle beast. Oh, it's 5:00.
Yep.
All right. We are going to end this. I know we're actually having a good conversation about addiction. Oh, wow, Karen, that's scary. Well, I'm glad he made it. And you said he has 5 years clean? That's awesome. Tell him an addict that you know on YouTube said congratulations, and that's amazing. Oh, that's funny, Enid. Yes, Patty, it does suck. But, all right, we are going to end this so I can go get some food before we do our combines one tonight. Yeah, it's you love the AA meetings too. That's awesome. But all right, we will be back in a little over an hour and a half on our combined channel, and hopefully you can tune in with us at least just for a little bit. We're gonna do a question and answer,
an
AMA, whatever. I didn't know what the acronym was. An AMA, question and answers. So if you want to tune in, find out whatever you want to know about us, we will be happy to answer whatever questions you've got. Oh, wow, Patty. Well, hopefully he sees the light and realizes that he's only hurting himself. And those, he's not just himself. He's hurting those around him, too. Clearly, you are affected. but he's doing the most damage to himself by living an active addiction. So hopefully he comes around. But all right, bye everybody. We will hopefully see you in an hour and a half or so on the D&D channel. Let me put that back in there. All right. There's the link to our D&D Yarn Show channel for all those who want to subscribe and come back later and do the AMA or whatever and such. So, bye, Karen.
Bye, guys.
Oh, Kim is here. Kim, you just missed it. Okay. You'll tune in, Kim. And if you come to the D&D show, Yarn Show channel, we'll be back in just a little bit on our own channel. So that's all we got for today. Catch you later, everybody. Bye.
Bye.